Okay, so now we're going to do part 3. In part 2, I mentioned how doing EFT helped me tune into what my body was saying and receive the message that I actually needed to do a little stretching, a little mobility. I got on the floor. Once I was done with the video, I got on the floor. I did a couple yoga, spinal twists. I rolled on my foam roller and worked out the kind of the kinks that were in my back, and now I feel so much better because I paid attention, I listened. So that's one of the beauties sometimes with EFT. Then the next piece is the emotional piece, and this is where those emotions that can sometimes grip a sensation, the experience of pain or discomfort or itching, as in my mother's story on the blog post. And so you'll want to tune into what's the emotion that you're feeling around this pain. And the more intense the pain and the longer that you've had the pain, the more there tends to be strong emotion about it. And so you want to really tune into it. And some of the common feelings around experiencing pain are anger, frustration, despair, hopelessness, sadness, grief. Find what's the emotion. Anxiety is another one. Fear that it's just never going to go away. So what is the emotional state that accompanies your experience of pain, of the possible pain that you might be feeling right now? So check in with yourself. Is it grief, anxiety, fear, hopelessness, anger, frustration, despair, irritation, whatever it is? You might even find something like, I feel victimized by this pain. So find the words that work best for you. And we're going to do again another quick sequence on the emotion around the pain. And so it's funny because what I'm feeling right now is a little bit of anxiety. I really want this to work for you. And so the experience of kind of expectation and anxiety is kind of like boosting any sort of discomfort that I might have in my body, because I want you to have a really good, strong experience of this. So once you have the words of what's the emotion that's holding in the pain, the emotion that you have around the pain, calibrate it as well. Assess it on a scale of 1 to 10. How intense is it? So give it a number, whatever feels right for you. I'm going to call this anxiety, this sensation I have is probably about a 3 or a 4, the same as the pain. So we'll do the sequence again, and I'm going to use the word anxiety, but you use whatever word feels right for you. Fear, anger, frustration, despair, hopelessness. Whatever the word is right for you, you use that word, okay? So we start again. We start on the setup point and say, even though I feel this anxiety around this pain, and you say what fits you, I accept myself. Even though I have anxiety around this pain, I accept myself. And we'll say it one more time, and tuning in to both the pain or physical discomfort and the emotion that you're having. So both the emotion and the physical discomfort. And we'll say it again. Even though I have this anxiety around this pain, I accept myself. And now we go to the eyebrow point and say, this anxiety. So you'll say whatever your feeling is. Tapping outside the eye, this anxiety. Under the eye, this anxiety. Under the nose, this anxiety. On the chin, this anxiety. On the collarbone, this anxiety. Under the arm, this anxiety. Top of head, this anxiety. On the eyebrow point, we'll get a little bit more specific and say this anxiety that's holding my pain in place. So adjust the words as you need it. Outside the eye, this anxiety that's holding the pain in place. And you can see there's room for error. You don't have to do it perfect. Under the eye, this anxiety that's holding the pain in place. Under the nose, this anxiety that's holding the pain in place. On the chin, this anxiety that's holding the pain in place. On the collarbone, this anxiety that's holding the pain in place. Under the arm, this anxiety that's holding the pain in place. Top of head, this anxiety that's holding the pain in place. And now we're going to wrap up the next round, tapping on the eyebrow point, saying, I am willing to let some of it go. Outside the eye, I am willing to let some of the anxiety go. Under the eye, I am willing to let some of the anxiety go. On the nose, under the nose, I am willing to let some of the anxiety go. And you can say anger, pain, hopelessness, whatever is right for you. On the chin, I am willing to let some of this anxiety go. On the collarbone, I am willing to let some of this anxiety go. Under the arm, I am willing to let some of this anxiety go. Finally, the top of your head, I am willing to let some of this anxiety go. And now take a deep breath. And let it out. And now assess yourself again on a scale of 1 to 10. How intense is the feeling? The anxiety, anger, fear, frustration, hopelessness. And it probably has come down a little bit. It's probably a little less intense. And you might notice feeling, a lot of times people say the first thing they feel with EFT is they feel a little bit more calm. So with emotions, you usually feel that shift a little bit quicker than sometimes with physical pain or discomfort. And so as you have finished assessing the feeling, now assess, how's the pain? Has it changed in any way on a scale of 1 to 10? And so you can keep playing with this. Sometimes it takes a few times to get the hang of it and to get the experience of it shifting. Sometimes you actually might need some help in figuring it out, doing the EFT sequence with someone. Some people really like doing it with a practitioner. So you can Google it. There's some great people. Brad Yates is a guy who I love. He creates lots of EFT videos, has thousands of views, and he has all sorts of different EFT videos, so you can look up his stuff. And if you want to do it one-on-one with someone, I'm definitely able to support you if you'd like to check that out. So give it a shot and let me know how it works. See you later.